like you are going to want safety. So how nervous is he? Does he go Ezreal or Xayah? Those are kind of the more safe picks, and it is going to be the Ezreal. I think it makes a lot of sense just based on the composition that they're showing. There's no ability to outplay Nautilus Ult into Nocturne Galio.
To hover around mid.
It's almost like he's waiting for River to try and gank. He's also just holding here so Loki can get the shove. Quid has level 6 and is freezing the wave, so there's the all-in.
Yep, Quid immediately jumps in. Loki down to 300 HP. Blabber going back after Quid, but it's first blood already to the other side as River picks it up. Now Blabber's got to try to escape. That's going to be smote down by Blabber. 1-1 so far. Immediately River going to get engaged on. Stuck CC. Loki taking the kill as River is left isolated by the rest of the Thieves. C9 pick up a freebie to tie it up in kills, and they're going to take the lead on Grubs.
I was going to say, with the client right now,
I think he thought there was an opportunity that they might be able to take a fight, but either way, it is just that one kill. And 100 Thieves going to be able to grab a dragon off the back like Nautilus that I feel like is already pretty squishy. You've got to be sure about your engages.
All right, here's the engage top side now as Dokla is about to fall. Thanatos and Blabber will cut him to ribbons up. Dokla's coming down here with the teleport, ready to join. You can see River charging up the Vault Breaker, goes into the backside of the pit, but now he's got to be a little bit careful as Paranoia has already shut off the lights. Nice taunt coming out from Thanatos, locking up the enemy jungler. Feet of Warfare secured alongside the Drake. Vulcan looks to get away over the wall, probably going to be killed off here by Quid as the rest of C9 works to take down 100 Thieves. Ayla, FBI, and Dokla all on the run. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far with the Drake going the way of Cloud9.
Do get the dragon.
Yeah.
They're going to grab the Herald here, almost guaranteed as well. And Cloud9 wins that first major team fight, puts himself into timing has to be really, really good, both offensively and defensively. Sven's in trouble.
Oh yeah, this Corki is not where he wants to be, and 100 Thieves are ready to collapse. Sven already down. C9 tries to get something back a little bit there, fighting back with Blabber, but now up in the top side of the river, Vulcan's about to get cooked. Quid picks up the kill on that one, and the Thieves are ready for a heist. Ayla coming around behind the turret. They don't have a minion wave though, so there's not an additional play to make on Loki, but 100 Thieves just picked off both of the enemy bottom laners.
Yeah, that was really well done. They spotted Sven going through the portal, and everyone from 100 Thieves just piles in. They get the kill onto Sven. They get the flash
end of the fight. By the time everything was already said and done, Thanatos was channeling his teleport. Teleports for a whole lot of nothing, and now it's Dokla who's in a little bit of trouble. There's your taunt after Blabber goes in for the initial engage, and Dokla is down.
The aura of the farming jungler.
It's the aura play.
Right there.
This is something in top lane I like to call outdumbing them. It's like
it's on the approach. The dragon is already down to about half HP, but not dropping particularly quickly as Quid's going to go through the Hex Gate here. Blabber stepping forward with the Paranoia, but the Drake is already secured by River's Vi. C9 looking to disengage. Crash down Magnet Storm, doesn't find much of anything, and immediately Ayla is killed. Into the back line go River and Quid. They're looking for the damage onto Loki, but it's Sven dying first. Vulcan dying second. 100 Thieves! Thank you, observers. 12 HP out of 5,000. Still standing on this thing as now immediately 100 Thieves ready to go in after Blabber. They find a ton of damage and complete the kill with no response yet from C9. Thanatos teleports in, but he's immediately met by River, who stops him from being able to find a valuable taunt. Ayla, big crash down into the Magnet Storm, and 100 Thieves find another one. Ayla's still standing, and Cloud9 are torn to shreds. 100 Thieves! River has already wrapped around. He is there in the pit on top of a control ward. He knows he is not seen. Quid goes through the Hex Gate, but now the immediate taunt and engage onto Ayla before he can do anything. Cloud9 has already found the first kill. Blabber's into the back line, but Quid has found the flank angle, and immediately C9 starts to scatter. River gets himself away as Quid continues and finds a killing spree onto the second enemy carry. This Akali is the main character of the show, and it's titled 100 Thieves. Blabber falls to 14-7, 2,000 gold lead for the Thieves.
Quid is such a menace. They make the call to go for Baron immediately after this as well. They've killed 4. It is only Vulcan alive.
They are going to be able to secure this. The dragon is still up and available. We'll see if Cloud9 can have time to try to rush out there and contest that, because otherwise, not only they're starting to run away with it, Quid has not been able to be stopped.
Yeah.
I questioned how this Akali would work in the draft. There's so much Orianna. We haven't been able to see that combo showcased really at all.
I mean, it has landed 0 times. Maybe once.
Blabber goes in, wants to find the kill into FBI, but he's not going to get it here just yet. Ayla creating a lot of space as Quid dives in yet again. Sven and Blabber trying to get away as the equalizer falls. Ayla re-engages. Sven's already down. Blabber's about to join him, but he barely hangs on. River looks looks for more. Vulcan's taken low and has to continue retreating, but River secures the kill there as 100 Thieves do not lose a single man and nearly ace Cloud9.
You could tell C9 was sensing desperation. They tried to pull off some magical Nocturne Orianna ultimate combo with the Galio. Once that whiffed, it was easy for 100 Thieves to run them down. All the major cooldowns were out for C9, and they can just clean them up.
And that pretty much feels like the death knell of Cloud9 in game number 1. It is now in a closing.
Got to be careful here. Quid behind the Dragon Pit. Drake down to half HP. 100 Thieves deciding they're going to go in now. Quid jumps over the wall. The Drake is already secured by River. Blabber tries to create some pressure, but he cannot make the space. Now 100 Thieves are ready for the full send, and Cloud9 collapses. There is no chance against this 100 Thieves team fighting. It's a triple kill for Quid. It's a clean ace for 100 Thieves, and it's a game 1 victory push.
The team fight was just flawless from 100 Thieves, dancing back out of the Galio. A perfect equalizer sets up the dive. As soon as that it lands and doesn't hit anyone, they crushed them.
No deaths on Quid, no deaths on FBI all game long. It didn't matter when they were behind in gold. They fought anyway, and 100 Thieves will earn this game 1 victory.
Style on the Nexus as well. Quid uses his Zonia's River.
Like that Nautilus ult, like that Rel crashing down.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nico is it. It's Nico and Aurora. The Nico and Aurora is a really potent, like, possible pincer there, because both of them have invisibilities that they can use. They can use, you know, disguises like that.
Is so dominant, really feeling like he was maybe the best player on the team. He needs to play in a better way, and I think that's why he's pressing so hard in lane.
Okay, Blabber scrapping with River here. Ayla behind him. Blabber's down to 100 HP, but River is even lower, trying to escape. The first blood goes over to Loki, who shows up.
Was getting a lot of pressure onto Quid, even though Quid has CS'd very well in this lane, but for the most part, C9 playing off of 3 lanes of pressure.
And I will say, in general, as Loki's getting wrapped on here.
No flash on Loki.
Yeah, there's your Rune Prison to start it off, coming out from Quid. Now River just needs one more Nimbus strike to close the gap here. Ayla finds a bit more damage, but now trouble for Ayla as he goes on a magical journey straight to hell. 100 Thieves have overplayed their hand. Loki just baits them in. River's about to die again, and Blabber is about to get paid. River at least needs some honey fruits, but Blabber's in there with the tackle and scene.
Off of the camp.
So critically, the smites right now are not balanced. River is at 22 stacks on his pet item, whereas Blabber has hit 20. So he has the first level of the empowered smite. However, he doesn't have a team nearby, so he has to back away after securing that first grub. Should mean that River can secure both.
With that advantage, giving this Drake straight over to 100 Thieves because his tempo was wrong, feels like a bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
balanced comparison. We did see a trade of ultimates down there in the bottom lane. 2v2 scrap, as now Blabber's coming in looking for Quid. That Realm Warp's not going to get him anywhere, and Loki picks up the 4th kill of the game.
Okay.
They've got that one almost half dead here with that last eyeball proc. Ayla and River are nearby, but Vulcan going in for the Pop Blossom, finds it onto River, immediately follows it up with a root. Nicely done from C9. The Tempered Fate is only going to delay that death by an extra couple of seconds. As River falls, C9 knows they've secured the objective.
It's just picture perfect here from Vulcan. Forced out the flash in that previous play.
Ooh, but
going.
Now FBI slammed into the wall as he tries to play aggressively.
As just mentioned, burning his flash earlier, attacking him right there. And then it's the cherry on top was being able to get that wall stun on FBI in mid lane. So they get 2 kills as well as 2 objectives, and it doesn't cost them anything in trade.
I mean, it's just a great angle there from Blabber in that first game. It has been such an incredible turnaround for them.
Okay, Dokla, this could be another compromising position as Vulcan, Thanatos, and Blabber put the burst onto Cassante. I don't think there's enough Cassante gaming to get out of a situation like
everywhere this game on the Poppy. Yet another perfect arrival. First turret is going to be going over to 100 Thieves, though, so they are able to get a little bit of gold for Quid and River. It just cost them Dokla.
Okay, so that's no feats for either side yet because both sides.
How desperate you're feeling, right? Are you feeling like the game is completely screwed? Because if you feel like the game is completely screwed, flip it at Otacon. Go for it.
Okay, just YOLO it.
Yeah.
River's got to try to get away from here, though. Casting the Cyclone defensively, trying to escape Thanatos, as now Ayla and Quid are ready to follow up. and that Croc is toast. Nicely done from 100 Thieves, but now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Quid in a compromised position as Loki provides a little bit more damage, and Sven guns down the rise. River's trying to take the Grom because he knows there's nowhere else to go.
They got the
Very
Grom.
Okay.
They're so scrappy.
All right, so Blabber drives the Herald into the tier 1 turret here in the mid lane. Immediate keeper's verdict onto Dokla with the snapcast for some CC. FBI nearly dies. C9 is starting up the Otacon. 20 minutes and 25 seconds into the game. They are daring 100 Thieves to come and stop them. It's a 4,500 gold lead for C9. Sven rapidly attacking Dokla there. The power of this Blade of the Ruined King Yunara cannot be underestimated as C9 have the Otacon down to about 3K. Meanwhile, Vulcan trying to control River, make sure there's no way to try to contest here for the Otacon as it is slain. Confirmed there by Blabber. River's about to die to Thanatos off to the side as Dokla puts the pressure onto Sven. Meanwhile, Quid under a lot of threat himself. Sven finally taken down by the All-Out as 100 Thieves want to get everybody else away.
That I believe did go to Dokla off the kill onto Sven. But still, Cloud9 taking away the Otacon, taking away the Dragon, controlling the game, making sure there's no right off the bat. But barring that, I think it's just a lot harder. You know, FBI and Quid are not on champions with a ton of...
Talk about risky moments. 100 Thieves are going for the full send with a Realm Warp after the Baron. They've got it down to 7,000, but C9 has detected what's going on. Now 100 Thieves ready to try to turn and burn. They go in after Blabber. They knock him up there with a Cyclone, but it's River taking the most damage. Blabber disengages both junglers at the edge of death as C9 continues moving forward. Dokla's got to be cautious now as he's taking a ton of damage from Sven's Yunara. Vulcan swoops in with a Pop Blossom, and Quid is down. 100 Thieves head for the hills, and C9 head for the Baron.
Nice play by C9 there, catching 100 Thieves, trying to sneak the Baron. I like the idea of the play, and this Baron's getting lower and lower. River might try to steal.
Let's see if he can make his way over the wall. It would certainly have to be a one-way trip if he does. Blabber trying to use the steadfast presence, but he does not eject the enemy jungler. Baron secured by the Yunara of all things. Sven clutches it up as FBI is about to drop now. Loki with the last spell to take him down. Dokla and Ayla trying to survive a little bit longer as the rest of C9 arrives. FBI falls, double kill for Loki's Aurora. Thanatos waiting over the wall in case Dokla tries to escape that direction. Blabber trying to stay alive here, but the all-out nice angle from Dokla to try to get the kill here on Blabber. The steadfast presence going to stop it, and he picks up the buckler for the extra shield to stay alive. Dokla will continue wasting as much of C9's time as he can, but he will not survive this one. It's a 16.
I'll give him that. They keep finding windows to try and make things happen. It's just in this game, like in other games, even if they land like 40% of their plays, sometimes that's enough to turn the game in their favor.
They're finding those windows, they're just all steel.
Yeah,
jumping into the window, it's not breaking this time.
The windows have bars, I'm afraid.
Poppy waiting on the other side.
Well, C9 is going to force down this tier 2 turret. You can see 100 Thieves.
He's going for Sven.
Yeah, Sven is by himself right now. They could maybe get a pick.
There's the Realm Warp. River immediately starts it off with a Cyclone. Quid to follow up. Sven caught out, shot down, shut down. Nicely done from 100 Thieves to get the pick.
Yeah, that's great. And they get both his sums as well. I don't think it's nearly enough to pull this game back just yet, but it is something that will buy a little bit of time, and it's the best play they can make in a horrible situation. Yeah. So credit to 100 Thieves. They just have not stopped looking for those winning plays.
Loki finds River, though.
Yep, he's going between worlds, and River is going down. C9 ready to get some revenge for their AD carry. Dokla goes all out, though, looking to bring Blabber through the wall. FBI with the defensive chains of corruption, but a nice two-man Pop Blossom coming out from Vulcan to lock up the enemy bottom lane. FBI dies, and Loki's going godlike. Squaring off all the way back near the C9 Tier 1 mid lane turret. River swooping around from the side here. Realm Warp about to try to come in, but the objective bounty has been claimed. River steals away the Drake, but the fight is not going the way of 100 Thieves. FBI, River, and Quid all down. Double kill over to Sven as Loki will chase Ayla through the magical journey, but he doesn't even need to do it. Dokla's about to drop next. I'll give River credit for stealing away the soul, but unfortunately the cost is still the game. C9 are going to get a very delayed ace here after Dokla finally dies to Blabber. Needs a little bit there. Finally gets the ace. There it was. I believe Cassante may have just died to the steadfast presence damage, but C9 are going to march this one down mid lane.
Just a great way to bounce back from that game won by Cloud9. A masterclass by Blabber's Poppy here. Deathless on the Poppy. River goes 0, 8, and 2 on the Wukong, shutting him down almost every time he went to make a play.
It started good for C9, and this time it stayed good for C9. They will bounce back with a 23-3 victory in game. Almost always has Nami or Braum or sometimes Melio next to him, but this time around, beef's for dinner.
Lucian has been branching out these days, though. You know, it had been, you know, he was sticking with the same crowd, but even though we had...
I love it, but I also love River Jarvan trying to make things spicy here.
Okay, Blabber trying to finish farming the Wolf, but River has already engaged. Does find a good little bit of damage here as Blabber uses the Ishtal impact to disengage back away from the invading enemy jungler.
They have push on bottom lane too, so he wants to get the kill!
River! He's going to almost find the kill into Blabber. He flashes forward underneath the tier 2 turret and he finds first blood. 3 minutes.
He's trying to farm some blades up on that top side. He was able to push it in, does get one plate at the end of the day there. So everything looking 100 Thieves very positive.
The laning phase here because they're kind of pushed in across the board. Dokla had the push. FBI and Ayla have the push, and now River might find another fight.
Yeah, Vulcan goes for the knock up there with an FBI, but C9 is fighting a 2 versus 3. Vulcan's got unbreakable will, but the Alistar's still taking a bunch of damage here, does get away to the safety of the turret. River now caught by Blabber's Skarner. He goes for the impale, but River buffers through it there with the Cataclysm, keeping himself safe enough to survive. Sven very low, has to pop the barrier to survive the final shot with a sniper rifle plus Chakram combo.
And
Quid's thinking about it.
Oh, nice Arcane Storm to interrupt the recall from Vulcan. The Alistar now flashing away, but the Death Ray catches him.
Well,
I mean, this is the total reverse of last game, right? This is that similar style of lead. It was 10, 11 minutes in.
He took the Blast Cone over so then he could use the combo to escape if there was too much pressure. Now that's just about ready to go here again. C9 starting off the fight, going in after River, but not a whole lot of damage here just yet, and River has already stolen away the objective. 100 Thieves now got to be a little bit careful as River has fallen. C9 want to get some more. Thanatos goes in for the Mega Gnar, but he only finds FBI, and that's good enough. Nicely played from C9, and they want even more now. Quid's about to drop. Double kill back over to Sven. Now the Lucian's online. C9 are going to wipe out the
that is not worth it. That's exactly what Cloud9 needed to get back in this game.
Yeah, Sven's Lucian that we were talking about, like, yeah, he's having struggles, right? Like, dealing with this Aphelios is so tough. Now he's under pressure yet again. Dokla shuts him back down.
You just had to say something, Flowers.
My
you
bad.
just had to say something.
My bad. That curse was on quick cast, man. I didn't even get to finish the sentence before his body hit the floor. And now 100 Thieves thinking about the approach, but the Herald already about half dead. Quid fires off a laser, tags Loki with it. River throwing the flag into the pit. However, the Herald is already secured. Loki fires off the Herald marching back into the mid lane. No value going to be gained from that one. 100 Thieves want this dragon, but immediately engaged from Vulcan. Beautiful catch into the follow-up on Quid. Now, if Otacon's alive, you have to click him.
It's happening. I mean, they get the teleport and they're fighting.
Oh, but now Ayla's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Steps forward with the Unbreakable. Vulcan with the Unbreakable will now knocking Ayla back towards the rest of C9. Aphelios ulti's not going to find a lot, and the Impale seals Ayla's fate. Thanatos trying to do something here in the back line, but already Dokla has dived forward. Loki gets the kill on him. Thanatos jumps in for the Mega Gnar. River tries to escape, and the Mega Gnar is a total. C9 is mostly just Blabber and Sven fighting it, so they're the ones with the debuff who are going to have to be extra careful. Loki with a Weaver's Wall, but it's not going to section anyone away. Thanatos only has half of an R-bar, as now Vulcan's gonna die before anything else even happens. 100 Thieves steal the Otacon, and C9 come crashing back down to earth. A double kill for
Except this time it was actually C9 spending all their resources trying to peel River because the Otacon is actually shredding them the whole time they're peeling, and the rest of 100 Thieves...
Incredible. Everyone gonna remember that Zeri game where it was just a heroic performance from him in a game number 5. But this game on the Thalia, he is
now a bit of a fight here. The classic in ARAM. As we fight over the wave here mid, teleport coming in, Thanatos looking to join the fight, Blabber with the slam into the wall, River has been caught, C9 want this as their moment, River dies first, but low health bars on C9 as they try to retreat, Quid's going in looking for Sven, Loki in danger now as Dokla wraps around from the side, Sven's about to die against Quid as only Vulcan and Thanatos are still standing, a nice little bit of damage comes out from Thanatos, but everybody else on the team is already dead, the Mega Gnar will not survive, and 100 Thieves wipe them out.
What a straight up brawl that was. The high amount of damage that comes out from Aphelios is what turns it here. You could see FBI when we get the replay.
Flashing forward, finding the opportunity here. He was who I had my eyes on, and this guy on the Victor taking over. Loki was showing bot lane. That's why they're going for it.
Yeah, Loki's going to have to join this fight pretty swiftly, and there's the TP coming in right now. River down to 2/3 HP, C9 on the approach, Thanatos, Narbar charged, but he does take a chunk on his way in. Vulcan wrapping around from the side. 100 Thieves are going to turn their fire onto the enemy support as he's now stranded in the middle of a bunch of Thieves.
Dead.
C9 picked the wrong angle, and Vulcan pays the price.
Yeah, FBI just had the perfect guns to start Baron, which is why 100 Thieves wanted to go for it right there. No one could get through Quid as Vulcan was trying to land some CC onto FBI, and that's Baron.
Yeah, not going to be able to do anything about it, so Cloud9 will just be giving up the
Dokla saved the team's mental,
and look
built
at
this
their
momentum.
record.
Their early game didn't even get that much better, but just their ability to win teamfight after teamfight has just come online. And C9 as well has just been so dominant in these regular seasons. 100 Thieves just looks like a completely different team with Baron and Mountain, so they might end on this push.
Yeah, Dokla already chunks Ven down to 1/3 HP. The Lucian's got to go all the way back to the fountain as the turrets are being broken. The first inhibitor's already down here in the bottom lane. Loki is about to die now as well, but a nice two-man impale coming out from Blabber to try to turn it around. 100 Thieves are going to lose 2 for sure, but C9 need even more than that. Thanatos wrapping around from the side, but he has no Narbar. Vulcan's ready to follow it up, jumping in, but the Cataclysm locks up C9. 100 Thieves are trying to fight back. FBI's got to be protected, and Thanatos is already down. Loki next. FBI with a double kill. C9, they're going to kill 3
You can find a way to get a steal. The gold lead suddenly does not matter at all. Loki, though, in trouble.
Yeah, Loki finds himself stuck in the Cataclysm as River is putting the pressure on the C9 mid laner, and now Blabber's going to be the one to pay the price right after. Quid gets the kill on the enemy jungle, and now Vulcan's got to try to run as well. The Alistar ultimate is forced out. Even if Vulcan lives here, it won't even matter because he will not be useful, but it won't even be the case. FBI guns him down, and it's 3 versus 5. C9 have to pull off another insane defense here if they want to stay alive in this game. Super minions marching down mid and bottom lanes. 100 Thieves have 30 seconds in this 5 versus 3. Thanatos transforms into Mega Gnar, but there's no opportunity to go in on a valuable target just yet. Tries to get the Mega Gnar onto 2, but it's not enough. FBI unstoppable. Sven under pressure. Might be able to find the outplay onto Quid, but he flashes forward because Loki can't do enough damage to threaten him. Sven gets 1 kill, but it's the only thing he'll find. Loki continues trying to
5
defend,
seconds.
but he's in a 1 versus 4. 5 seconds on Blabber and Vulcan, but the second Nexus turret is already down, and the public execution lands onto Loki. 100 Thieves trying to end the game. Blabber is back alive, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves take game 3.
And now 100 Thieves is 1.
I like the Renata just for the engage from Rakan, Viego, and Sejuani. At least that works out there. But yes, the Aatrox gets there. It's a great pick for Dokla. He wanted to allow Thanatos from this beginning of the draft, it felt like, to get
Phase so far for Quid, as we do have C9 taking the Void Grubs. They should secure all 3 of those uncontested. 100 Thieves happy to just handshake these first couple objectives and take the
But this is basically full physical and 4 melee. And Thanatos is going to be brick wall.
Yeah, River is going to gank that wall, though. Try to knock it down. Dokla misses the Q2 sweet spot. Q3 going to collide there with the Glacial Prison, setting it up. Thanatos staying alive a moment longer. The shield is up just in time. 100 Thieves are having to commit a lot to get this. They do manage.
Thanatos.
Okay. C9, no, River is nearby. He's going to go in and try to contest this, and he steals it away.
Maniac.
River works his magic, but now the hostile takeover flies in over the top. Blabber staying alive for now. Dokla taking a lot of damage, but the first kill goes through, and FBI falls down. C9 taking over the fight now as Quid wants to go in and have his hero moment. Jumps over the wall there. Loki with the triple kill on the Silas. Sven picking up that last one there on Ayla. The only man left standing is Quid, and he too will fall. Herald still at about half HP as 100 Thieves back away from it. River still hanging around. You know there's always the opportunity to steal that objective away. Thanatos just guarding Dokla, does not want to allow him into the fight as the Herald is down to 1200 HP. Smoked down by Blabber. Tanky, that foundation's looking pretty sturdy here for the brick wall. The extra chain vest alongside the plated steel caps, 800 health. They do not want to take this fight, they back away.
Yeah, and Thanatos TP down, so Quid is just going to be pushing on that top side. He used his TP to go up there. You can see FBI's 29 has been able to delay any potential soul. And obviously, if they were to eventually get that Ocean Soul, it would make...
Out now by C9, Otacon down to about half HP. 100 Thieves wanting to approach this. Otacon down to 5K. Thanatos looking to keep River away from this objective, but Quid's coming around on the flank. Keep your eyes on the Viego here off to the left. Hostile takeover, not going to get a lot this time. C9, they're taking a ton of damage, and River steals away the Otacon. Now Sven's going to die first. Thanatos might just drop next. C9 gets one back as Blabber takes down FBI, but it's still a 2-for-2 overall. 100 Thieves steal the Otacon.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that Otacon start was insane. River is right there and steals it.
I actually can't believe that just happened. They're in so much control of the game, and they just let River walk by. He gets the steal again. They now have the experience advantage. They get the shutdown onto Sven as well. Any of the patience to see and win the fight, that was the complete opposite of what they did that fight.
Blabber in a little bit of danger here. River moving forward with Quid and Ayla right beside him. Blabber's taking a ton of burst, but he's still alive for now. The Xin Zhao ultimate very powerful. Quid about to die, and Sven gets the kill on the enemy mid laner. Now Blabber might just fall, but a nice bailout keeps him safe. Thanatos taking the next kill as FBI's under pressure, and Loki's unstoppable yet again. Chunks back in for the Skand abduct, and it's a clean ace for C9.
Sven Sivir, but 100 Thieves I think is going to continue to try and pull off creative plays. Remember, they're playing a little bit with house money. They're up 2-1 in the series, so one big fight could be the series.
Oh, but here comes Thanatos, ready to create some space. Nice hostile takeover as 100 Thieves have to scatter. Quid coming around from the side, but FBI's already died before the fight even starts, man. Dokla tries to get away over the wall, but Loki is godlike, executes him with the proto belt, and now River just has to hobble away on the Sejuani. Quid wanted to get the angle. He wanted the pincer attack, but he didn't arrive in time. C9 pulls the trigger. They take the fight, and Baron is theirs.
Yeah, and as soon as they have even a decent hostile takeover, it just feels like there's no way that 100 Thieves can actually rally and fight back. Yeah. All of C9 pile in. It buys so much time. This Renata, 2 dragons to their name, have grabbed back-to-back Ocean Dragons, working slowly towards a potential soul there, but they have the Baron. They're up 6K, and they are on the march trying to extend that gold lead.
Yeah, and small thing, I actually like the shield bow here by Sven. Just a little bit more burst resilience in case anything bad does happen, in case the bailout's a little bit slow. They have an unused stopwatch there on Loki as well, Seeker's Arm Guard. Blabber's working towards GA. Sion is a completed brick house at this point.
Oh yeah. Randuin's, Thornmail, Jack Show, Thanatos is not dying anytime soon, but 100 Thieves have got to be concerned about their base. It's now 2 waves pushing onto the tier 3 turrets here at the same time. Dokla taking his recall because he knows it's about time for 100 Thieves' last stand. Never mind, repositions back up here in this top side as C9 keep the pressure on. Bottom lane inhibitor is going to fall here immediately as Loki walks over to join Thanatos. Ayla gets caught a little bit. Exhaust onto Sven is the only reason he doesn't outright die.
Ricochet.
The last bounce from Ricochet takes him out, and with the enemy recon gone, C9, they've got the green light to push for the Nexus. They'll take out the first Nexus turret already. 100 Thieves on the approach. Blabber frontlining here for the C9 side. Dokla's in World Ender, but the only thing ending is 100 Thieves' chances in game number 4. Loki into the back line with the stolen recon ulti, and they take out FBI and Dokla both. Quid and River forced to run back into the fountain, just trying to stay alive, but it's a double kill for Sven. It's an ace for C9. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game 5.
That was a well-played game for the most part by C9, save for the Otacon. I mean, I really do feel like this was
a lot of people think of Taric as like, how does it answer their engage? No, use Taric ult offensively. It's actually so much better that way because you're guaranteeing value. So you strap the Bastion in onto your Yone, you send him in. Not only is he the anime protagonist doing a million DPS
over this dragon and yoink the objective away.
Really big fight there for 100 Thieves, even if they didn't get a kill.
There doesn't even need to smite. Nobody from C9 is even in the neighborhood for this one. So 100 Thieves, 3 grubs for them, plus they stole away that first Drake. They are behind in gold still. Cloud9 is still that Yone in mid as Thanatos starts up the fight on Dokla. Subjugate popped by Blabber. C9 make their move, and Blabber gets first blood.
Because when you can just sit around an objective, wait for the other team to fly into you, and then use Taric ult, that's when you're at your strongest.
Yeah, I mean, FBI, 76 stacks.
Top laners have their teleports ready to join up if need be. Ayla's going to take some damage there, some poke from Sven, but C9 still outnumbered for now. Mom roars in, but not a whole lot of value coming out of that one. Now, Quid gets locked up, has to reset his positioning. Taric ulti comes down. But nothing more happens right after C9 still looking for the fight. Thanatos going into the back line. FBI's in danger, has to try to flash away. 100 Thieves on the defensive. Thanatos has already killed Ayla, and 100 Thieves are falling to pieces. Feat of Warfare claimed as C9 pick up 3 kills. And Quid has to head for the hills, but Thanatos will bury him there. Cloud.
Don't commit, waste that ult, which is such a monstrously long cooldown, and then find the fight right after. And they need to find a way to use it.
And getting out of there once Pantheon ulted in. Don't want to be in fights when Thanatos isn't around. Unless they do, they're back in.
Yeah, they jump in for a little bit of stun onto Ayla, but it's not going to matter. Vulcan loses half his HP, and the fate sealed from Quid does just that. River picks up the kill, and 100 Thieves, 19 minutes in, are on the board.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive there from Vulcan. Doko's pushing in the side lane, so both teams are going to
look like they're going to come and try to contest this. Again, they kind of just had the control early on, and they ended up just using it as a down payment to not have to continue fighting C9 at the disadvantageous state they've been ever since the Rift Herald fight.
Oh, and they're just going to start the Otacon. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, Doko did show top lane. He just finished another item. He has the TP available, and they have been spotted. I can't imagine that C9 commit to it from this spot.
This is the window before FBI is going to be at 225. He's at 205 stacks on the smolder right now. So C9, they're drawing him in.
Yep, C9's starting it up. Thanatos coming in, looking to help. Otacon already down to half HP. 100 Thieves looking for their opportunity to go in here. Blabber taking some damage for now. Otacon down to 4K. Thanatos with pressure onto the back line, but he's not going to find a whole lot of anything just yet. Blabber so low, about to die. Thanatos may just be the first one down. River taking the shutdown as C9 have to continue their retreat. 100 Thieves now on the Otacon themselves. Loki locked for the gold card. Quid taking a ton of damage there. Has to reset his spot. Blabber still hanging around. Could get a smite fight. Otacon slain by Blabber and Cloud9. Quid going in looking for a little bit more. Loki hits him with the blue card, but it's not a whole lot. River looks for the Grand Starfall here to cut off the escape.
That is terrifying for Vladimir.
Yep, that's the power spike we're looking for, but now the Grand Starfall for the engage on Blabber. This might be the catch 100 Thieves needs. Sven and Vulcan can't get him away. The C9 on the approach, Baron down to half HP. Thanatos looking for the angle to get into the fight. Hits a big tides of blood, but he's locked up and killed before he can get anything else. 100 Thieves looking to take the fight even further as Vulcan's gonna be their next target. River and Dokla chop him up on killing spree for the Pantheon. Sven and Loki trying the 2v5 now. 100 Thieves back onto the Baron. Again, the health battery that is Ayla's Taric makes it so difficult to try to knock these guys over. Sven's on the run, he has to flash away to try to stay alive, but Quid hits him with a Q3 and executes him where he stands. 100 Thieves take the lead.
One pick by 100 Thieves starts a chain of events that lead to them getting the gold lead in this decisive game 5, getting Blabber down.
But it's pretty disjointed from the rest of the team. He gets into the back line, but doesn't quite have the damage to finish off FBI.
And hindsight is 2020.
You know that you are very close to this series being over now. Quid, he's going to be able to grab this dragon. They're going to move to Soul Point. Now you're up against Soul Point. Now you're up against Baron this series.
But they're so strong. 275 stacks on the smolder. Twisted Fate is in a side lane because he can't really defend that well against the Baron Minions. It's a 4-1 split push. If C9 tries to engage, Ayla's waiting there with the Taric ultimate.
Okay, Leona stun onto River, but he throws up the shield right as it's about to hit him, so there's nothing C9 can do to try to get a real punish here. 100 Thieves pressure continues.
Yeah, and Thanatos has gold for his death cap now, so he's running back to base to try to buy that very quickly. Blabber looking for Quid. Oh, he sees the snapback. They're going to get TP on it.
They're going to go for the pick because Yone has to revert to his original position, but now the rest of the Thieves are coming in. Loki and Blabber are both about to die. Quid finally falls, so it'll be a 1-for-1 here with the very start, but the rest of the Thieves have arrived. Blabber's going to be the next target here as he gets snipped, and stabbed through the heart by River. It's Vulcan and Sven just barely hanging on. Knock, open up. FBI's on a killing spree, and 100 Thieves are breaking into the base.
Blabber and Vulcan are the only ones alive. 100 Thieves have 4 members. Flowers, this could be it.
Thanatos has to perform a miracle defense here. Ayla does not have Cosmic Radiance. FBI and the rest of 100 Thieves continue their push. Nexus turrets in their eyes. Thanatos wants to step forward, but he immediately has to pull the stun from River. Vulcan and Thanatos have to hold on for another 15 seconds. River goes in for the stun. Thanatos is down. Vulcan alive for now. Needs 5 more seconds on Loki. 100 Thieves defy expectations, eliminate Cloud9, and move forward.
What a series. What decisive plays.